Here goes the pre-installation of putting everything together. So what I did first was put this, here's my video camera cable, and I ran it back through the dash, and I plan on doing it tomorrow. That one right there. So it goes behind the steering wheel. Right now the wire's right there, but I plan to do it later because it's too much of a hassle. So then I put the iPod cable and the USB cable through behind here, and it comes out through the dash, the bottom dash. And there's somebody mentioned about grounding the brake cable so that when we play DVDs we don't have to be in parking. So we got another cable, blue cable, and we connected it to the cable that says brake. Where is it? Oh, right here. That says brake, and we crimped it. It's pretty hard to use it. Right here. It says brake. Crimped it. Use some black electric tape to tie it together. And that's about it. So once we put everything together, this unit should be working. And we put the GPS antenna right on the side because there's a magnet. As you can see, we don't know which way's up or down, so then we'll just figure that out as we go along. I'll let you know at the end. And don't forget, there's two screws on top where it has the warning. I removed it so I could play the DVDs. Some people forgot to take them out before installing it, so I did. So remember to do that. And that's about it. And you'll see everything else when it's done. So this is how it looks after it's installed. So it looks like it came from the factory with the trim. That frame, the outside looks pretty nice. And let's just turn it on. It'll pop up a Toyota logo, and I'll show you how I did that at the end. And so when anybody looks at this, it looks like it came from the factory. And the USB cable and the iPod cable is on the bottom glove compartment. There it is. And what I intend to do is show you how I installed the camera right now. The camera I bought on eBay, and as you can see, this camera, I'd have to go to the route where I have to use this power cable, ground it to one of the bolts up here, and then put the positive wire on the backlight right here. So it's already, this plug right here, like I showed you, it's already connected to the GPS nav system. And I ran it down the side underneath this panel already. So it's under here. I don't know if you can see that, but it's under that panel on the side of the front, from the front to the rear. And I put it back here. And before I do anything, I just wanted to test the length of the cable. And the cable's length is pretty good. I'd have to go right here under this thing through this little rubber part and up here. Let's begin the removal to get to the frame. So let's take out the carpet, the rug, whatever. Oops, my food for when I have to have nothing to eat at lunch, at work. Got this little harness, rope, whatever it is. Look at this. Then I have to remove this cover. I'm going to remove this first. There goes a spare. Then you want to remove the screw right here. The little screw. Keep it aside, and remove the plate, this part right here. Then what we want to do is remove the cover, the privacy cover. It snaps right on out. is a 10mm bolt, socket wrench. So just take out, there's 2 bolts right here, there's one right here and one right there, so you need to take these things out in order to get this plastic one out. You only have to remove 2 little snaps like this thing right here. So these hooks are pretty hard, but then there are 2 squares. You can look, it'll be upside down probably, but if you look at this one, where's the flashlight? Just put your hand through this hole right here, the one I'm shining a light on, that one, and then there's one right around here somewhere. Just push it, pull it up, and it'll come. Next, you're gonna want to take out that gray strip right here that I've been pointing my light on, that gray strip, so that I could get underneath this. Because right here, this is attached to this plastic piece. So once I take this thing out, I should be able to take this thing out by prying it open, and the seatbelt will have to stay here. There's a little notch right here, so the seatbelt slides through. So there we have it, just that gray piece right there. Then I can continue to take out the top, and I'll have access to this. Then I'll have access to the airbag area, which will go under here. In order to take this panel out, we need to take out that gray piece like I said, and there's a little bolt right here, so they have to take it out. This little, make sure you take out that little bolt right here, too bright right there. See that little bolt, that little hole right there? You need to take it out. You have to use one of those these wrenches right here, so that you get it at an angle, and then just pop it out. And then you want to be popping out this top right here so that you can gain access to the whole thing. There's like a few holes where the clips are holding it, so just easily go through it and just pop it out. So you can hear that one popped out, so just move on. Just when you get them all out, just move along. I've slowly removed it, so you just have to be very slow removing this. The hard part is that part right there. I'm gonna figure that out, but just pry it slowly. And like I said, it's a good thing I took this thing out, so this thing gets cut underneath this plastic cover, so then you have to open it up and pull it out. Now it's out. This seems to be all one piece, so you have to be very careful taking it out. So I'm going to have to figure out on that side how to take it out. You can see the seat belt. You take out the seat belt and take out the side panel. Okay, so I'll remove this first. So the first part that I removed was this part right here. So it's easy. Then I'll move along and remove this part. And when I get the pry tool, put it in. There's a little knot right here, notch. So you can put it on here and just try to drag it around to those little snap hooks. So just look for it. I can't get this out by itself, so I'm gonna have to try to take this thing out first. Just, I don't know, it's pretty tough, so just be careful. So you heard that snap. So what I want to do is, once you get this thing loose right here, these clips off and these clips off, just pull right there. I already pulled that side. Now it's time to pull this side. What I did was just pull a lot of strength, use my thumbs and just push it down, and just got this side too. And you can see these green clips stayed on, so I'm gonna have to take them off and replace them. Bolts, there's 1, and there's 2, 3, 4 bolts is what they say to take out. So I'm gonna try to take out these bolts right now. Those 4 bolts, and so I'm gonna pull this thing out, this panel out. It's glued tight, so just be careful as you pry it. This back bumper, as you can see, it says hybrid. It had clips too, so after I took out the bolts, the nuts, the bolts were the ones that held it in place, and they had these clips, so just gently pry them off. And then here goes the place where you put the camera. So we just take out this slot. Just 3 clips right here. They're right under the roofing. 3 of them. These ones stayed intact, so like I said, we reuse these.
I'll be right back.
Difficult part of the test to get this little loop, this little RCA cable to this little rubber hose. So what I did was I got a zip tie, wrapped it around masking tape so that I could get it through smoothly, because masking tape is smooth. So then I'm gonna wrap this around with masking tape and just pull it through. So let's see what happens. I wrapped the RCA cable on masking tape so it's smooth, so it should be moving it through the door. Let's try it. Slowly push it through. There you have it. After like 10 times trying to get it through, I decided to use some lubricant. So I just used some soap, put the soap on the outside, and it went through like in 5 seconds. It got caught right there at the last ridge right there, but then I just poured it through right there. 10 seconds. Just use a little soap. Here's what I did. I got a splicer. I cut it into the reverse light, as you can see, and what I did was I made 2 wires, because maybe in the future I wanted the option to just have a switch to turn it on, but right now I just put it in reverse, it'll work. So this is the rough setup of what you see here. I got my cable, video cable through. I got my power supply right here running through this with this black tube, and I'll connect the ground wire right here. As you can see, it's just a rough setup. Remember, here it is connected, and the camera